People, welcome back. How are we? Hope we're all doing well. Hope everything is okay for everyone, as always. Anyway, jumping straight in, shall we? I like to keep things relatively brief. Eddie Hearn, starting off strong, says that AJ and Wilder is done. He said that they're waiting on the final confirmation with the Saudis, but they've worked together with obviously Usyk too and Ruiz Joshua too. So they know what needs to be done, what needs to be included, so on and so forth. So that's good. They've said they've obviously agreed with Wilder. Fantastic, great news. Love to hear it. Let's get it announced then. And then he went on to say that he's working on getting AJ a fight for the summer in August. Good. So that happened. So that needs to happen. Fantastic. Again, let's just get it announced. I'm really tired. I've got more of it coming on later, but I'm just really tired of this heavyweight showdown, the heavyweight talk. It's boring now. Just constant back and forth. I'm all for, chat to build up a fight, chat to make a fight. Great. It needs to be done, needs to happen. But this isn't that. Do you know what I mean? This isn't that. This is unnecessary bullshit, quite frankly, isn't it? And it just doesn't need to happen, really. Sorry. So, yeah, bored of that. Let's just get it done. Ryan Garcia has gone to Derek James, isn't he? I like that, actually. I really like that. I think it's good. I think it's fair to say Derek James has the best stable of fighters now. AJ, Errol Spence, Jamel Charlo, Ryan Garcia. That's tough to beat. And I think that will be good for Ryan Garcia. I think their styles kind of match up really nicely. So looking forward to what that brings. A lot of people are saying obviously he's going to go to a yes man. He's going to go to this. He's done. Well, here we are. Here he is. I like that. I really like that. But let's go back to the big news of the weekend. I think there's 2 fights this weekend, but I think the big news of the weekend is Katie Taylor versus Chantelle Cameron. Well, I haven't spoken about it yet. I haven't really touched on it. I kind of just left it to build up, to get to where it is now. And I am excited, Really looking forward to that. I was lucky enough to go and watch AJ Usyk 1 in Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Wow, that was electric. That was the best boxing fight. Granted, the only, but the best boxing fight I've ever seen live. Just phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. The environment, the atmosphere, the electricity was insane. And I think it's fair to say the environment for me tonight, well, for everyone tonight, in that stadium, in that arena, in that fight is going to be, I wish I could go and see it. I pay big money to go and see that that fight. Wow, fantastic. I think the environment will be electric, absolutely buzzing. I can't miss that. You know what I mean? I can't give that a miss. Anyway, how do I think it's going to go? I think Katie Taylor is off her box. I mean, in a good way. Do you know what I mean? Like, she didn't need to. She's going up. But Amanda Serrano rematch, all going looking good. Whatever. Can't do it. Calls off. Cancel. It's becoming more and more likely. It wasn't going to be ready. Well, okay, who can we have instead? Couple of talks with this person, that person, whatever. What really is there for her? Chantelle Cameron goes, yeah, I'll do it. This is what boxing should be. 2 of the best, 2 of the elites, 2 undisputed champions facing off. You've got Chantelle Cameron's the heavier girl, the bigger girl. And Kate Taylor's gone, do you know what? I'll go up. There's no reason. I mean, your fight is her homecoming. It's her big fight. She's the A side. But she's gone, no, I'll go up. I'll fight for her belts. Crazy, isn't it? But wow, and Chantelle Cameron's good, very good. After Keith Taylor beat Amanda Serrano in the first fight, I said if I were her, I'd retire. What else is there for her? And, you know, I'm glad she hasn't. I mean, she's 36 now. I'm glad she hasn't. She's fighting Chantelle Cameron, which is extremely tough fight. I think more tough than the Amanda Serrano fight. And she's doing it. Do you know what I mean? Like, and what's after this? Probably the Serrano rematch. Doesn't need to be doing these fights. Absolutely doesn't need to be taking these fights, but she does. And she is, and she's what she does. Obviously, I'll be supporting her. I'm part Irish, so I'll be supporting her, hoping she wins. And I love Chantelle Cameron. There's no disrespect on her name. She's a phenomenal fighter. But this is Katie Taylor's night, isn't it? She's gone home. It's her homecoming. Her big, huge fight. Because she could have taken an easier fight for her homecoming, but she's chosen a massive fight for her homecoming. Everybody's there. All the belts on the line. I hope she finds a way. But she has this habit of not sticking to her game plan and just jumping in there. Do you know what I mean? She gets hit and that's it. She wants to stand there trading blow for blow. If she can do that with a bigger go, heavier go, I don't know. But look, I hope she doesn't do that. I hope she sticks to what she can do. And I hope she has it in her. I hope she finds a way to go to the well, get the water and come back alive. I'm excited. I'll be watching it. And moving on from that, the WBC have said they're not going to sanction Bivol or any Russian fighter. It's a disgrace. Boxing is just in the mud at the moment. It's a shame because there's so many good things you can say. You know, Misfits is bringing more eyes to it. Got the lower division. It's always in heavyweights, the glamour division, but everything's going on in the heavyweight division. You've got the lightweights, you know, the featherweights and the super lightweights and these divisions which are starting to sparkle. But you've got stupid things like the WBC chucking every fucking belt under the sun, and they got the heavyweights not fighting, and like Andy Ruiz demanding 20 million to fight Tyson Fury, and now the WBC saying they won't sanction Russian fighters. What? It's a joke. It's a disgrace. It's just staining the name of boxing, unfortunately. But I'm gonna leave that there and just hope they sort themselves out, really. Devin Haney versus Loma, that's this weekend, isn't it? That's this weekend. Do you know, I don't see why everything I see is people saying Haney's going to wipe the floor with him. I don't know. Loma's good. Loma's still phenomenal. A very good. Look, when they were supposed to fight 3 years ago, Loma wins that fight. Now, a couple of years later, look, I think Haney wins. I'm not saying he loses. I think he wins. But I think he was writing it off way too much. I saw Loma say he always got a jab, and you know any good boxer can work around that. The jab's probably the best punch in boxing. But that's not the point. Point is, like, Haney, when Canelo and Mayweather fought, everyone, you know, I mean, everyone says that was not really their prize, but Canelo and Mayweather fought. I think Canelo was a year or two younger than Haney. So Haney's a bit older. And Loma's a year or two younger than Floyd was. So they're nearer that. Do you know what I mean? So to say the way Haney's going to walk through him, like I've seen everyone saying, I just don't see it. I think he wins, but I think he's going to be this is his toughest fight. And I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't call it an upset if Loma wins. Do you know what I've been trying to say? I wouldn't call it an upset. But look, we'll see, won't we? Big fight this weekend. And then lastly, I'm just going to finish off with this whole Tyson Fury thing. He's come back out and he's screaming, you know, 3 days after preaching mental health. He's calling everybody out, you know, calling out Joe Rogan, John Jones, AJ, Ruiz, Usyk, Wilder. Who cares? You know what I mean? Honestly, I think at this point in time, boxing's better off without Tyson Fury. He won't fight anyone who's worth fighting. Do you know what I mean? He ducked AJ. And now he's saying to Usyk, you know, stick to the original plan. The original plan was we fight at Wembley, your 70-30 split. I'll even do the rematches and the rest of it. But why didn't you do that in the first place? Why have you come out months later and go, oh, now I'll do the rematches? Just do the rematches in the first. why wouldn't you do that in the first place? It's just, and he said, oh yeah, and Joe Rogan said that John Jones would beat him and they walked into a room together, which he fucking would. And he's, oh, well, Joe Rogan, you bold midget. It's like, mental health fucking guy, he's a bully. And then he admits that actually John Jones would kick his ass. It's like, well, I'm so tired of this heavyweight just nonsense. And Tyson Fury's barking back up again, trying to throw his name back into the division. Nobody cares. No one cares. No one. I don't like the guy. I think boxing's so much better without Tyson Fury. Honestly, it's a shame to say because he's a great boxer and he's a one of, if not the best boxer, heavyweight, certainly top 2 in the world right now. Be him or Usyk. He makes everyone's top 3. I'd be surprised if he doesn't make everyone's top 2. I'd actually be surprised if he doesn't make everyone's first spot. Maybe a few people have Usyk ahead. It's tiring, isn't it? And like I said, it's putting boxing into a rough spot with all this. Too many governing bodies, no one fighting each other. But let's focus on the good. Haney versus Loma. Chantelle versus Chantelle Cameron. Take it easy, people. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Catch you later.